Welcome back, tribe. I have one here from FB Capital. Hot guys are brutal on dating apps and first dates. Why single men do not care in modern dating. Let's get into it. It's always a banger.
When it comes to modern dating, girls love to tell you that you need a great profile, solid openers, and plan an amazing first date. But in reality, the guys they actually swipe on and sleep with do not give a
Trying to start a conversation. Hey, cutie, how's your weekend? Shit in my mouth.
So this guy says to me, oh, well, I showed your Instagram to my roommate and he said, oh, she's pretty, but she looks chubby in her photos on a date, on an actual date.
The most unhinged things men have said to me while we were dating. One, yeah, there's a girl in my bed, but I left her to have breakfast with you.
I just had the worst first date of my life. Date invited myself along with 2 other women so that he could speed up the process of finding his perfect 3-way.
So Liam messaged saying, and the award for the biggest forehead goes to.
His opening message to me, I eat ass.
Do you like to be punished?
So I was talking to this guy and he was literally ticking every single box.
Was a really hot guy that I matched with on Hinge.
He was good looking.
Has a driver. And it was a really nice car.
Too good to be true, right? He rang me up and he was like, I've just noticed your profile picture. And I can see on your profile picture that you've got a child. Why would I want to speak to anyone who had little cock blockers?
Yep, that's right. Hot guys do not give a but ironically, it is women who let them get away with it over and over again.
And I make my cute little profile like, oh, hi, I'm Morgan. Tee. And he's like one of the first ones that pops up. And he's gorgeous. Oh, my.
You see, that's all that matters. I told you guys can't negotiate an attraction. They try to tell you that you need to have a cool bio, that you need to have pictures doing this, that don't be holding any fish, don't do this, don't have other girls. It's all bullshit. All bullshit. Female dating coaches are a complete joke and a waste of money. You don't ask a fish how to catch a fish. It is against their own interest. They don't even know how to catch the fish. You ask the fishermen. What you do is you get advice from guys that are successful with women. Because if you put a woman in like a wig of a man, give her a beard, get her all dressed up, like an imposter, straight up dude, and ask her to go pick up chicks, they fail miserably. They start hating women. They then understand what men are going through. Great.
God.
See, she picked the hot dude just for being hot, not because of some great bio and not because he planned a great first date.
Exactly.
So we flip this bar, and this thing is like a hole, like a rat hole.
No personality.
When he's talking, all I hear is like, football frats, and skanks.
And being rude as fuck.
Got his hand on my leg, and I'm telling the story. He cuts me off in the middle of me telling my story, and he goes, I just want you to know you're not my person. And so I was like, in my head, I'm sitting like, how did you just cut me the off to say that?
Yep. This is what happens when women complain about men.
Guarantee you still smashed. I guarantee
being
you.
Trash.
Haven't seen this. I guarantee.
By the way, spoiler alert, he still f***ed the shit out of her later that night.
I'm not going to tell you all the rest because, I will be banned, but my God, what a night.
You can't make this shit up. Honestly, you go get your advice from women. Do you, boo-boo? When you want advice on how to get a girl, go ask your girly friends. Go ask. Enjoy being forever alone, virgin, incel, whatever they call you. Nice guy, all that shit. Don't take advice from me. Don't watch channels like this. Don't listen. They try to say that we say off-the-cuff shit, that it's, oh my God, inflaming to the general public. That we're being too spicy for YouTube. Or that it's topics that are taboo and people don't like to talk about dual mating strategies. Or how women like to use men if they give away their resources, time, and attention for nothing in return. How she always has backups. They don't. They don't want to hear it, bro. You are strong. You are independent. You are just as capable as a man. You can go spread your legs to any guy. Nothing will happen to you. It's all fun and games. Believe me, there is no damage. It's all a figment of your imagination. This is men suppressing you for thousands of years. We're just holding you back, sis. It was not about protecting you. It's all about control. Totally, we don't understand female nature as men at all. Whatever. The hunter doesn't understand how to hunt. Cool story, bro.
So you see, the dating market is absolutely fucked. But the reality is, it's women who are rewarding this type of bad behavior.
And all I can think is, you catfished me and now you drop this bombshell and you still expect me to date you? Are you insane? But I kept dating him.
So why the hell would any of these guys ever change? Since if you have access to a buffet of pussy while being an people.
A Hinge notification pops up on his phone, like for everyone to see. It was like clearly out there. We both literally looked at it and then looked at each other, and then he carried on talking to me as
It's so wild what they gave away. Their mothers used to get courted. They weren't sleeping around until they got married. You know, they had fathers present in the home that had the shotgun over on the wall, would point at it when the boys came over for, you know, dinner with the family to get vetted by the father. He saw all through the bullshit. All the little bullshitter bad boys, they couldn't cut it. So she was being protected, had a father vetting good men for her, was entering good marriages most of the time, right? This is what our great grandparents used to do. All under the umbrella of a father, of a patriarch, of a man leading the household, strong masculine presence, protecting women from themselves, which is bad decisions, which are emotional decisions, emotionally driven actions that is leading to a world of chaos where they are now the most doped up section of society. Their demographic is on the most pills, has the most depression, the most anxiety, despite earning more than they ever have, despite being more free than they've ever been, despite being more independent than they've ever have in all human history. Yet somehow they're trending in the worst direction when it comes to happiness and mental health. I wonder why. Is it because you actually want family more than a job and a title? Is it because a man, a loving husband, is more important to you on a biological level, that you want a man to cater to, take care of, and be taken care of by and loved by, more than the status of your fucking job at some corporate shithole dystopian company that pays you pennies on the dollar to get yelled at by another man who doesn't give a shit about you, who's actually working you to death, who is using you as a slave, potentially, with benefits from the government, and will ship your job off overseas when it makes sense financially for their bottom line. Boy, oh boy, did you guys get sold a fucking dream that was really a nightmare. They have no idea what they gave up because they don't even have great grandmothers around to tell them what they're missing. Their new normal is a dystopian hellscape of backbreaking work for meager pay where they can't afford shit, and their own emotions are used against them to buy stupid trinkets like red bottoms and purses, or the infinite number of plastic surgeries you see now, just to feel somewhat attractive because they're told they're so worthless and ugly and not worth shit by the very same thing they're addicted to consuming right here. Oh, she scrolled on another account. Oh, there's another short of a pretty woman, perfect woman full of plastic. Guess you'll never amount to that, sis. Gotta spend hundreds of thousands of dollars. Yep, you're ugly. Get over it. Now buy our shoes, buy our purse, buy our makeup that'll make you prettier. No, it won't. It'll fix your nose. Go do your boobs. Go do all this shit. It never ends, bro. You're a slave. You don't even know it. And maximum amount of money is being extracted from your wallet. Unbelievable.
Nothing had happened.
Look at this bullshit. Neck tattoo. Who the fuck is this? And what? Bull ring. Bro, oh my God. Where's your dad? Another neck tat right here.
Then what's the incentive to treat any of these women with some basic level of respect? I mean, you can just tell them to their face to submit and obey.
To submit and obey to me. That is a direct quote.
And he's like, you just need to be quiet and let me take the lead. You don't have to pretend to be someone you're not.
And then he was like, also, you should know that anal is amazing on MDMA. And I was just like,
oh my God. Please drop a like if you think that these guys absolutely do not care anymore, and comment down below what you think. Now you just know that these women are gonna say that all men are trash, and that is why dating sucks right now. But we all know that the majority of men would never talk to a woman like that. But women are not dating the majority of men. They're only dating a small subsection.
So he picks me up. He's not bad looking. He has a nice car. He's pretty tall. Okay.
And so clearly, if you are an average guy, you need to get off the dating apps ASAP because they are a waste of time, waste of money.
I did pay, unfortunately, for Bumble Premium. It was hard. So I did 1 week, which I think was $29.99.
And there's so many better options to get dates as an average looking dude. And I might make a separate video breaking all of this down. But in this video, it's all about hot guys f***ing up the dating market and the women who let them. So instead, I'll throw in some fuckboy tips at the end, just for funsies if you want to try it for yourself.
Let's plan to go on a date, like when you want to come down. And he was like, is it okay if I stay over? And I was like, we all know what we're here for. Yes, you can stay over.
Anyways, before we get into all of that, let's get back to the brutal reality of hot guys rampaging through the dating market, leaving a trail of emotional damage.
And I don't know, I just feel like in this day and age, in this generation with the apps and blah, 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 all that kind of stuff, I just feel like it's hard. It's hard to, I think it's hard. I think dating now is very hard.
If one more person says to me, don't worry, it'll happen when you least expect it, I have no expectations anymore. None. All I expect is trauma and lessons.
Now, the guys that are causing all of this mess are drowning in pussy so much to the point that they don't even care about showing up for the date, and these girls just keep waiting there until they feel so embarrassed that they just want to cry.
Well, this is how it works. You message like 5 or 6, you have 5 or 6 dates. It's hard for like the average guy to just even fathom that being a thing. And then you just pick out the hottest one or the one that shows the most interest as the day is going by. And then you just ghost the other ones. And you just hit them up with some bullshit. Sorry, something came up at work. Oh, I had an exam. I forgot. Oh, I have an emergency with family. I'm so sorry. Let me make it up to you. How about tomorrow, please? On me. Anywhere. While you're deep in the guts of some other chick, bro. It's fucking wild. I remember doing that shit all the time. Because some girls, they're flaky naturally. So you just have 6, 7 dates lined up. Numbers game. Get over it. You're not special, Becky. And neither is Tina, Gina, and whoever the fuck else. That's how guys do this. It's a game of numbers. Throw your rod out there, reel it back in, throw it again, reel it back in until you get a bite. End of story. We don't give a fuck. The fish isn't special at the end of the line. The fisherman is.
You don't leave someone sitting alone waiting for you for 40 minutes. Like, I almost cried because I felt so embarrassed.
Yeah, that's not great. But sadly, it can always get much, much worse because this girl took 2 days off of work, traveled all the way from Queensland to Melbourne on a 2-hour flight to spend the weekend with some dude she was talking to for the past weeks, only for him to ghost her the minute she landed.
He kept saying we need to catch up, and I was like, what?
Oh, bro, you see this fucking catfish bullshit going on here? This her face? Look at that shit. What the fuck? Who is this? Okay, with this angle here specifically with these milkers, making you think like, damn, okay.
He ghost her the minute she landed.
He kept...
And then, damn, it just wide load appeared.
Sorry. We need to catch up. And I was like, well, do you want me to come down Easter weekend? He said,
beep,
absolutely.
Beep, beep.
I landed this morning. We've been talking all day. I was meant to meet him this evening. I got all dressed up and ready to go. That was it. That was the last I've heard. Just vanished, poof, into thin air.
Ouch. That's gotta sting. But yeah, guys, that's the reality. These are the type of men these women are swiping on and hooking up with, since no one actually gives a about your personality or charm when they are swiping on these dating apps.
Gilmore Girls? Oh, he got a Ferrari, Jenna.
Should I super like him?
Yeah.
We've matched a few times in the past. He's stunning.
My first impressions was, my lord, you are tall.
Who is Jack?
Oh, super like.
They all say they do, but in reality, they are all...
You see that? Athlete and dude in a Ferrari. Super like.
Lying. Because when it gets time to actually swipe, respond to a message, and show up to a date, they all go for the hot guy. Remember the my mouth girl?
Shit in my mouth.
Yep, that one. Now, she did not instantly unmatch and block the dude.
Oh, of
she
course.
actually responded.
What do you mean? What do you mean? So I just asked what drugs he was on tonight, and he didn't answer.
So he said something absolutely crazy, and he still got a response. While most men will never even get a response to a friendly,
Nick.
hey, how's your day?
In any case, I would only get like 1 to 2 matches per month. And the problem is a lot of those didn't even transpire.
I'll tell you guys straight up. Look, this is what a woman sees. Narrow fucking clavicles, no shoulders, pipsqueak, pencil neck. You need a new look, my friend, which is called muscles on your frame, and take that Ferrari picture, and you'd be slaying it. Guarantee it. Guarantee it. They wouldn't look at his face, his teeth, his beard. They would see big fucking muscles, $1 million car, and they would super like him. That's all it is. I'm telling you guys, that's all it is. And it's so stupid to say that shit because, like, goddamn, who the fuck can afford a Ferrari? I get it, but it's that superficial is what I'm saying. That's how fucking insane the game is, bro. No one cares about your cute fucking intro. No one cares about your witty bio. No one gives a shit about the way you arrange your pictures in, or if you took a selfie half naked in front of the fucking bathroom mirror looking like a creep. Are you jacked? Do you have money? End of story.
In the dates anyway, because sometimes I would send a message to them and I would never get a message back, and it would just kind of fizzle out from there.
And here's another one.
He said, LOL, I meant more the spooning, but sure, we can do a date. And I said, oh, you're just looking for someone to spoon. He said, that's exactly it. I said, oh, I'm looking for more out of this app. This guy's response.
Penetration. Classic. So clearly, dating apps are and if you can't beat them, join them and start fuckboying.
So if we look at our matches, we got 64 matches within 48 hours.
In any case, I would only get like 1 to 2 matches per.
Bro, it's hard. I'm telling you. Listen, a real talk, apart from fucking around here. When you get to this level, okay, and all you do is maximize for your looks and your status to match with these many women, there's going to come a point as you're getting older, do 30 something, you're going to start wanting to have like something real, a family. Because geez Louise, look at that, dude. The variety of having one of these every night is fun. I'm not going to say it is. Anyone tell you otherwise is bullshit. It does get empty and numb, just like the dude who jumps out of the airplane the 100th time, right? When he goes skydiving, he can do it half asleep after the 1,000th jump. It's kind of the same. At one point, this all does get numb and boring, but the novelty of something new sort of keeps you going. And then you're going to get to a point where, damn, bro, okay, I've done enough damage out here in the streets. I want to settle down and get a real woman, start a real ass family, and move on to the next chapter of manhood, right? Be a man, an actual man now. Enough of this bachelor shit. The problem is that with even these 64 matches on this alone, they always say some stupid shit on the date. Always something about astrology, something about getting triple teamed, something about the football team, something about went on this cruise or this vacation with my girlfriend and got basically clam busted open by half the city in Italy. You know, there's always, they say some shit that disqualifies them from wife material. And it's fucking terrible. Because any of these chicks, you could look at them and go like, damn, okay, so at least the attraction's there. Now is the personality there? Okay, cool, personality's there. We're having a great time at dinner or whatever, a coffee. And then that shit slips out. So like, what's the wildest shit you've ever done? Oh my God, I got strung upside down and got trained on by like 60 dudes. Oh, whoa, fuck, that's kind of, wow, that's a crazy one. Yeah, totally. Wow. You try to just not be judgmental, but in the back of your mind, you go, fucking X, dude, can't. She's for the streets. The way men talk themselves out of pussy, women talk themselves out of marriage.
64 matches within 48 hours.
In any case, I would only get like 1 to 2 matches per month.
Because if you want to pump and dump like a hot dude and you don't have the looks, it is still possible, but you're going to have to use some highly unethical methods, but very effective.
And I actually did have a decent amount of success, but for one reason only. I was forced to be someone that I wasn't.
Now, use them at your own risk because I will not be responsible for any of the consequences resulting from applying these, okay? Since I once had a dude who got his car totaled after I taught him how to bang a tall hottie, since it turns out she actually had a boyfriend. So yeah, any problems you get into, that's on you. Now again, I do not recommend doing any of this, and I think that if you want to date, you should try to meet a wholesome person off the apps, since that will lead to more fulfillment in life. However, if you want a glimpse into the life of a boy and are only interested in pumping and dumping, then listen up. First of all, nobody cares about your personality on these apps. Since you're not swiping on personality.
Yeah, bro, I'll give you the gist. If you want to watch the rest of his videos, support him. You know, links will be in the description, but it's all looks, 100% looks. Anybody else tell you otherwise is bullshit. You making the stupid bio, rearranging the photos in a certain way, all that stuff is negotiating attraction. If she's not super liking you like she does when she swipes through those 2 dudes' photos you saw, like one guy, the Ferrari sold it, end of story. The other one, the playing for that baseball team, sold it. That's what you need. You need that kind of social proof. End of fucking story. The rest is irrelevant. If you want to watch it, I'm sure he gives you some really good tips, as usual, on how to arrange your shit perfectly. And, you know, you got some cheeky openers you can do, but you cannot negotiate attraction. So, and let's see what the comments say. They're all screwing the same guys. The fact that they took time to make videos to complain about these guys goes to prove that they're actually attracted to the way the guys treated them. Yeah, there's a girl in my bed, but I left her to have breakfast with you. Absolute Chad. Yeah, once you have, it's called going uphill or downhill with the chick. When she's chasing you, you're rolling downhill. It's effortless. There's no tension there. But when you're trying to prove yourself to her, then it's like rolling a ball uphill. There's constant friction you're fighting against. So when you're the one that's being chased, you can say the dumbest shit. When you have the social proof, you can literally open up with like number 2. Literally just write 2 on there. And they'll go, 2? What's that mean? And you can start the conversation like that. 2 o'clock tonight. Let's go grab a coffee, or today, whatever. Something, man. It's so stupid. As long as they like you, they'll go along with whatever the fuck you say. The bitch shield, the whole I'm strong and independent, all that stuff disappears. They want to be led by you. They see you as a man. It's only the men that have to convince them of going out on a date, that they see themselves as being above that man. So that man has to convince her, prove to her that he's a man. Because in her eyes, he's not yet. He's a kind of, sort of, maybe. I'll see. Who the fuck wants to negotiate from that position? Chad, I eat ass. Her, do you want ketchup with it? I could swing by the store and get some for you. That's so fucking true. It's a dummy comment, but it's actually, that's how easy it is. That's the ball rolling downhill that I told you about. Zero friction. That encapsulates exactly what I just said. Anyways, let me know what you guys think about this episode. Subscribe to the second channel if you haven't. Appreciate everybody that's been tuning in. All the combos we've been having on the private community. We do them 5 times a week, and as well as thank you to everybody that's been doing the private consults. It's been a blessing to talk to everybody and eye-opening as well. Like usual, guys. See you on the next one.